Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly tarot forecast beginning the 22nd, Monday the 22nd of April 2024. Okay, that's always the hardest part of my reading for some reason, getting the date right. So I apologize in advance because you're now going to have that Rihanna song stuck in your head for the rest of the day, like I already do right now. But this is a card about friendship and loyalty and understanding when someone needs you and putting your own needs to the side in order to keep them dry, even though you might get a little wet and you might be precariously perched. So this could be saying that there's someone in your life that's doing that for you, or you're being called, or you are doing that for someone else. And it's two people. These cards are a little scary, just the eyes are a little intense. Okay, so this one is about understanding that there is contrast, there is darkness in the world, and there is light in the world. And it's about, in order to, it's saying that you've got a job as a light worker to spread the light. But in order to do that, you cannot fight the darkness. You just need to turn away from it. You need to not feed it with your energy and your time. You need to just focus on the good that you can do and the help that you can give, and on the people that are good, and being one of those yourself. And just don't give your time and energy to the darkness, and that way it won't foster and grow within you and then manifest in your outer world in circumstances that you would personally deem as unfavorable to you. And then this guy, the eyes, man, I don't know what's going on. So 6, what have we got? We've got 8, which is a number of power, 2, which is partnership, and then 6 is healing, balance, and family. So yeah, this is I've spent time in and out of hospital over the past 14 months, and there was this one, and in psych wards, and so I had to do a lot of group therapy. And in one, she showed us, the teacher showed us a YouTube clip of this guy talking about, it was about procrastination. I think it was a TED talk, and he showed the amount of weeks in a year on a screen. And I have to tell you, the amount of weeks in a person's life, in a 90-year-old's life. So being generous, saying this person's going to live to the age of 90. I have to tell you, there weren't that many squares representing weeks on the white. Like, there weren't that many. I was shocked. I'm like, I kind of thought, I don't know. To me, I just kind of have always thought I've got all the time in the world. But yeah, and in a way, like we do, there's no point in stressing and worrying and trying to rush. But just be aware. Just be aware to make use of the time available to you, I suppose. Yeah, and just understand that, as one of my naturopath and Byron said, we've only got this one weird, wonderful life to live, so we may as well use it to the best of our advantage. Okay, so yeah, face the light, be there for others, or let them be there for you, and yeah, just be aware of how you're making use of your time, whether you are spending it with toxic people or, negative thinking or things like that. Yeah, so because what we think about, we do become. I believe somebody said, I don't know who I'm quoting, but someone said that. All right. So this is for my Gemini Sun, Moon, risings, or anyone with a loaded Gemini house, meaning you have a lot of planets in your Gemini house. Or if you know a Gemini and you're curious to see how their week will unfold, or if you don't know anything about astrology or even tarot, you're more than welcome to watch this reading, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. Maybe entertainment value, maybe a little bit of guidance, maybe it'll resonate with you. Oh, look at that. What was I saying? It's people. So this is a card about friendship, and that other oracle deck was about friendship too. So you got friends to help you when you're feeling like that, feeling at the end of your rope. That's what friends are for. So okay, I have pre-shuffled these quite a bit, so I think that's okay. All right, Gemini, you guys must be really feeling it. You must always feel it extra when Mercury goes retrograde, because that's your ruler. Okay. So this is about boundaries. It's about saying no. It's about stability, going within. It's, yeah, not sticking your hand out of a car window while it's driving. It's protecting yourself. And yeah, being firm, not having blurry boundaries, or like saying no, but then when the person pressures you, going, oh, okay, that kind of thing. It's about being, and the only person you're hurting there is yourself, because not only does that other person know that they can manipulate you, you know you can be manipulated. And so maybe unconsciously or subconsciously you may start to feel kind of badly about that. Like, oh man, I didn't stick to my guns. I wasn't loyal to myself, you know? So be loyal to yourself, be true to who you are, mean what you say, and follow through with it. Yeah, but this is about self-protection too. So, yep. If you're feeling that lately. Okay. All right. So this could be you if you identify as a more masculine energy, because the King of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, all the air signs. So this can be, as a person, it can represent, someone, one of the air signs. Could also be someone in the military, a lawyer, an IT geek. I did a reading just a few days ago, and he was like, what'd you say, IT? Yeah. He was like, we've actually got lawyers and ITs on the case when I pulled this card for him. So he could be in illustration, digital illustration. He could be an engineer. Anything that uses his sharp intellect, entrepreneurial, that kind of a thing. But yeah, real words and a real thinker in his head a lot. And maybe a great conversationalist too. So that's past energy. So, sorry, I also forgot to mention, if this isn't about any of these people, the energy it embodies is someone who tells the truth, who sees the truth, who seeks the truth, who's clear in his mind about who he is, about what he has to offer, about what what they're bringing, what value they bring to the world, and how they're using their gifts and strengths and resources. Yeah, someone who really knows him. He's very has quite a commanding presence because of his logical, analytical, sharp, and clear head. You can't underestimate the power of someone who's a good orator. Like, unlike, I'm just trying to think, what else have we got? Pentacles, Wands, and Cups. Maybe the King of Wands might be like more of an impressive physical force, whereas he'll win the debate. Okay, at present, whenever there's a 3, there could be third party energy. So I don't know if there's a love triangle going on. That's the first thing I have to say. But this is primarily my card for work. So, you might have hired a lawyer or an IT person to help you with your work. This is also about team building and being a part of a team, working with a team, employing a team, or being a part of a community or a group. Yeah, so that's present energy. And then in the future, we've got, that's so interesting. Okay, so we've got 2 4s. So 4s are pauses in tarot. Because before 4 is 3, which is about expansion. See, we've got 3. See how they're being creative? How they're creating art. Sorry, someone's just forgot to put this on do not disturb. Getting emails. Okay. I'm back. All right. So 4s are pauses. So before that, the 3s are about expansion because they're being creative, and then 5s are about change. And so in between the expansion and the change, this is the rest period. And the 4 of Cups represent our emotions. So it's like you're not, she looks really unenthralled with what's on offer, really uninspired. So I'm just going to see why that is and how we can pull her out of this, because I really don't like, even though like I'm sort of a low energy person, which I'm trying to manifest the opposite. I want to be high energy. gonna be able to do 1,000 things a day, you know, like my mom, she's a Leo. She can just be, she can wear so many hats during the course of the day and just has so much energy. I just feel like I get tired so easily. But can't remember where I was going with that. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't like stagnancy. I don't like, you know, I've spent a lot of time in bed this past, anyway, and it's really boring being sick. Like, yeah, and I just want you to be more inspired and have really cool people and connections and growing your life in some way. All right, let's see what's happened. I'm going to draw 3 cards like I normally do to clarify, and then I want to see what this quite handsome fella is looking at. That's a couple. That's a couple. She looks like she's in the position of power. Oh, that's you, by the way, as well, if you identify with more of a feminine energy, because she's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Lots of swords. These are all swords. Oh my goodness. I just want to see what he's looking at. All right. So, okay. Okay, so if there is some kind of a relationship love dynamic, I'm going to address that. First of all, this guy looks like he wants his freedom. You are not accepting that. It doesn't make, I don't think either of you are happy about, there's a bit of a power struggle going on because she's sandwiched in between the 8 and the 9 of swords. So she's almost going backwards, unfortunately, in a way, because 9, 8 should be 8, 9. So this is self-doubt. This is sleepless nights. But she's just risen above. She's risen above. She's like, you know what? If you want your freedom, I'm rising above it. And yeah, it's not what I want, but that's where you are right now. And you might be throwing yourself into work, and then moving into the future, you might be feeling a bit like, ugh, okay. If this isn't about a relationship, energetic wise, your masculine self has been thinking about how they can open up all the possibilities in the world. How you can open up all the possibilities in the world to you, and you're thinking about it a lot. You want to get something started, and at the moment, well, sorry, this is all past energy, and you've been really stressing about it and doubting yourself, but kind of stressing in a good way, like tossing and turning, like, oh, how can I make this better, and doubting in a good way again, because I'm like, oh, what I want to build is so big that I'm scared I won't be able to pull it off, but I have this vision and I can't deny myself this vision. And you're going to enlist the help. You're going to hire other people or have other people build it, because it is so big. You can't do it on your own. So that's 2 possible interpretations. Make of it what you will. And let's look like, actually, she's looking backwards as well. So there's like backwards looking energy. I don't know if it's the Mercury retrograding. So again, I'm going to draw 3 and then see what she's looking at. This, oh, swords. Okay, that's good. All right, yeah. So that was at the bottom of the deck before. I don't know if you remember, but tarot tip. Okay, I will have to start teaching in some form, because I've got so much knowledge, and it just wants to come out of me. It's just, and every time I get a reading, the readers are like, are you teaching yet? Are you telling people? Tarot tip. Pay attention to everything in your life in general anyway. That's what intuitive people do, because signs and synchronicities aren't there by accident, okay? But tarot tip, when you're shuffling, when a card flies out, just notice what the card is. Notice what's at the bottom of the deck when it's put it back in. Keep shuffling. Another card. Just notice what just pay attention, because this card's come up twice. So it really wanted. It was like going, hey. Okay. So 9s are ends of cycles, and she's burnt out and exhausted and a little bit paranoid, and so you're looking back at what that was, and you're like, okay, I know I can't be in that energy anymore, but I've sort of gone from that to being uninspired. But the good news is, so you've sort of stopped, and you're like, okay, I'm resting, but I'm not really enjoying that either. There's this sweet spot that you haven't managed to find. And it's because you're trying to deal with some trauma and sort of work your way through it, but it's good. This is good. This is communication and coming through. You know what? I'm just going to draw another card. see what else comes after 8 of Wands. Oh, okay, I don't like that. That's like stress and worry. And more swords. This is the most swordsy reading. But then what comes after that? Okay, and then this is inspired intuition, a new beginning, and a time for celebration. Yeah, okay. So just like hang in there. Oh my goodness, it's 15 minutes. It's a really long reading. Just hang in there. Yeah, see, at the moment where you're at, you're building. You've sort of gone through this energy, which I already explained. And then you're going to come to a point where you're like, okay, I'm exhausted. I've worked through the pain. I'm processing it. I'm looking back at it and just taking a breath. And then in comes movement. What did I? Oh yeah. And then a little more processing in your head. I wonder if this is just you just trying to figure stuff out on your own. I think this is there's other people involved. There's maybe 2, but 5s are about change, and you're sort of getting through stuff. You're like, I want this. No, what about this? Okay, all right, we found a solution. We figured it out. Because then after 5s, the 6s are all about success and balance. But then we have intuition and magic, and this is celebration. Again, if this is a relationship, you can apply it all, you know, like you're moving through the pain, and then you guys like figure it out. So let's finish this longest reading ever, Gemini. You got me chatting. I think because I had yesterday off because I was so sick. I'm still not feeling great, but I thought I would get onto these. All right. Okay. 9. 9s are endings. Got a couple of 9s. Snow White and her animal friends, you inspire trust and confidence. Okay, so you might be having to be a team leader at the moment. You might be leading these people. Yeah, and this was also like at the beginning. Remember this card when it was talking about paying attention to the light and turning away from the darkness. So I think you're being called to lead in some way. He's a leader as well, so yeah. And then animals, animal spirit. Let spirit be your guide. Okay, so while you're leading others, you're being led as well. And spirit is your spirit guides. It is, oh my God, guys, I have a secret to tell you. I was in Reiki the other day, and after I came out of it, my head was spinning, so I couldn't really focus. Like usually we get the same downloads, me and my Reiki teacher, and she goes, what did you get? And I was like, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know. And she goes, I saw Archangel Michael. I was like, what? She goes, yeah, he's there protecting you. So you've got guides, you've got archangels around you, you've got your intuition, trust your gut, and 32 is 5. So yeah, change is coming. I saw 555 today. I saw it yesterday. I think I saw 555 twice. Oh, here we go. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Let your freak flag fly, Gemini. You be you, okay? You be you. You're being called to lead, and in order to do that, you have to be willing to step outside your comfort zone. But you just have to be. She looks a bit like Jessie J, you know, the singer. You just have to be like, here I am. This is me, and you can't be afraid of that. You can't be afraid of putting yourself out there, of saying this is what I have to offer, and being scared that people won't want to follow you. Like you just can't. You just gotta go. Oh my God, this is 20 minutes long. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and have a great week. Bye.